Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hutches On channel for another episode of K.G.L.W. Weekly. So last week's episode never happened, although I did film it. If you didn't see my comment on my Fantayumi is excited for Timeland or whatever I titled it, I basically screwed up. So King Gizzard tweeted a bunch of times with a clock emoji. Obviously, probably now we know it was just kind of as like a tease. But it was for a Black Hot Soup remix for the Butterfly 3001 release that's coming out. And I thought it was Timeland, and I really, really did. And I made a KGL Weekly. I was like, this is perfect. They announced it. I didn't make an episode last week. I didn't make an episode yesterday, and then they announced this today. This is perfect. I'll make it. So I make this sketch, and the whole episode took me about like 3 or 4 hours, like making it and then editing it and then everything. And so then I go to post it, and I have somewhere to be in like 30 minutes, and it's like and I have to go, and it's like it has 10 minutes left. I'm like, okay, I can wait it out. I start getting ready for what I have to do. I go back to my computer to check its status, and my computer fell asleep. So like canceled the upload. It was a frenzy. Ended up being really late for what I had to go to. And then I'm like, at least the video posted. I check my phone. I'm like, all right, let's see. And there's already 2 comments on it. I'm like, amazing. Shout out to the people that left the comments. I didn't screenshot them, but they basically said, sorry, man. Hate to break it to you, but there is no Timeline release date as of now. There's been some leaks, some rumblings, but yeah, I fell for it, and whatever. I'll probably end up posting it at some point. Maybe whenever the Timeline dates get official, I'll edit it. So like I'll just voice over everything that's referencing Friday, which was what I thought it was going to be. I'll replace it with whatever it's going to be. I don't know. Needless to say, I was a little bit disappointed, but whatever. New week, got to get over it. It happens. It's just there's some creator frustration and burnout when stuff like that happens. But yeah, so that is that. Anyway, I kind of was salty about this remix, this Black Hot Soup remix, because I made that video. So whenever it released, I was like, oh, cool. And I listened to it, and I was like, holy crap, this is really damn good. It is definitely the best remix to come out. DJ Shadow did it, and it's like a rewrite of Black Hot Soup. You could have told me that was a remix for whatever song off Butterfly 3000. I would have believed you, as there's really not much Black Hot Soup in it. But it sounds great. And yeah, I would give it a listen, and it makes me really excited for the Butterfly 3001 release. Okay, so kind of moving along, because I actually have a really cool idea I'm going to be saving for last. I'm going to be moving to my King Gizz 2021 year in review. So I am going to be making a video in the next few days where I'm ranking every album that I'd listened to or wanted to talk about that happened in 2021. So I'm not going to be ranking L.W. or Butterfly 3000 in this. I'm just going to be kind of going through the year and saying what they had done. But speaking of L.W., that was the way we kicked off 2021. It dropped in February, and we kind of knew it was coming. We got the first single for L.W. in December with If Not Now Then When, and we got some more singles. We got Plura and O.N.E. Along the way. Excellent singles, and the album dropping was really exciting. And I really liked it because it dropped everywhere at the same time. So I kind of just was like, oh my God, I didn't expect it to be out. So it was a pleasant surprise. I went for a walk, listened to L.W., super good. I did the same thing with K.G. I actually went to the same park and just walked, and it was, oh, so good. Fantastic album. But that's not going to be the last time we're talking about L.W. in this video, so you just wait. But moving along, we got some other live albums that got released. We got Live in Melbourne and Live in Sydney, which is it Melbourne or Melbourne? I don't know. I know someone said I've said it wrong. I think it's Melbourne. Is that it? Please tell me. Live in Melbourne, 21. I know I said it wrong, but whatever. Very good set. Live in Sydney, also very good. The reason why these sets are really awesome is because you've got so many microtonal songs on this that I feel like in a few years might get forgotten and lost in time in terms of being played live. Songs that come to mind like that, East-West Link, maybe Static Electricity, some KG, like Some of Us, that those got played at these shows, and basically you kind of got to hear every microtonal song that's ever been written by King Gizzard played at these shows, unless you wanted to hear Intrasport. If you wanted to hear Intrasport, you're shit out of luck. But anyway, like I said, these are really cool sets for that reason. You can kind of go back to these and hear those nuggets of the microtonal sets. It was basically all microtonal. It was really good. But then moving along in the year, we got an announcement for Butterfly 3000. It just dropped out of nowhere. No singles. It's going to be like melodic. I don't know the word. Psychedelic. Really awesome stuff. And my hype was real. I was very excited for it. And I love that they did no singles. I think if they just did that with every album, it would be tough to get used to, but I love the experience of going into an album completely fresh. It was really cool. I really had no idea what it was going to sound like, and it was a really cool experience. I did listen to it early. I didn't leak it. I got it on Bandcamp. It released everywhere on Bandcamp, Australian time when it dropped at midnight in Australia. So I bought it on Bandcamp. I was like, I'm listening to this right now. And I really enjoyed it off one listen. Like LW, I liked off one listen. I was like, that's really good. And it got better over time. I think Butterfly 3000, I was like, I love this album. It's amazing right away. But I would say I think I like LW. It's close. I don't know which one I like more. We'll get into that when I make that video, like I said. But that was it for the main studio album releases. We got some awesome other stuff. We got Paper Mache Dream Balloon Lenticular Edition, which I covered on this channel. Really awesome repress that they did of Paper Mache Dream Balloon with some instrumentals. I really enjoyed it. I hope that they do more like that in 2022. Pick out some of these classic albums and bring them back. I mean, we got the 10-year anniversary of 12 Bar Brews or Willoughby's Beach. I think I'm 99% sure 12 Bar Brews was 2011. So I guess the 10 years was last year. New Year's screw me over. So I guess 2012, was there any albums in 2012? Eyes Like the Sky, I think that was 2013. I don't know, I'm all over the place, but there are lots of possibilities that they could do something like that again, basically is what I'm saying. They also had some really cool releases to Gizzverse, as well as some announcements for Gizzverse, like this really cool Fishy's bucket hat. As well as we also got an announcement for Butterfly 3000, the movie, or I don't know if that's what they were calling it. It had like a cool name with it, kind of like Lenticular Edition with Paper Mache. It's going to be a Blu-ray with all the music videos from Butterfly 3000, which is going to be really cool. I got it pre-ordered. It's coming in a few months now, which I ordered it forever ago, and it felt like, man, that's going to be a long ways away, but it's coming up. So that'll be really cool to get in the mail eventually. But I think when with this release, it kind of opens up the, hey, are we going to get that Chunky Shrapnel Blu-ray at any point? Because I think that would be awesome. I would love that. I would watch that all the time if it was a thing. So please, at some point, make that a thing. That would be really awesome. So we got the Butterfly 3000 movie and not Chunky Shrapnel. But that's essentially it. We got some other live albums. We got Live in Milwaukee. We got the Levitation sessions that got released a few weeks ago. It was really prolific. If I missed anything from Gizz, because they just do so much, I mean, let me know. But that was kind of my most notable things that I got. Oh, and we also got Gaia, which is a thing that you can't forget about 2021 because we haven't seen the last of Gaia in, I'm sure it'll return in some way this year on an album, which would be awesome. So Gaia, we got that in like November. They played it at a concert. There was also the 5-day marathon show that they did. They only were able to do 4 of them. COVID just kind of made things a real pain in the ass. But so that's my year in review for King Gizzard. And here's hoping we get an even better 2022. I feel like they're always finding ways to just step up their game. So, and actually with that, I'm actually going to call this episode of K.G.L.W. Weekly there. I wanted to do my album title tracks ranked for you all today, but I think I'm going to push that to next week. I wanted to do it, but my phone is acting up. It keeps saying I'm out of storage, and I keep filming that segment, and it keeps being like, I ended it like halfway through, and I'm like, God damn. So I'm just going to postpone that. I'll do it another week. I think that's a cool concept, and I can save it for maybe a week where I don't have as much things to talk about. But on that note, I'm going to end it there. If you have noticed, I've been posting a lot more recently, kind of just random ideas that I have out of nowhere. When I have the motivation to post or to make videos, I want to take advantage of that because there's times when I don't have the motivation to make videos. And so if that's the case, maybe I can take a break or something, but I want to strike while the iron's hot. So I'm going to be also working on a new live album. I think Gizz Soup was good, but I think I could do better. And so I'm going to be starting to work on that. I might not work on it in an entire sitting like I did the others, kind of maybe work on it a little bit just to make it absolutely perfect. But that's it for this episode, guys. I'm kind of burnt out on the whole timeline thing. Like, no, I'm not, I just, making that video last week was rough. I don't know if I'm going to be covering every little freaking detail we get about it anymore until there's some really concrete stuff. So, I'll see you guys next week, and have a good time doing whatever you guys are doing. If you're going out there just surfing or something, I hope you're surfing well. But yeah.